Hi, I'm Will Royal, CEO and founder of PromoTix, and today we're going to demo out PromoTix's marketing features with Sebastian Scholes. How are you, Sebastian?
Doing good. Thanks, Will.
First, we're going to dive into the registration contest module, which is a great way to run a contest on social media and really expand the word of mouth from fans at your events and also get a better ROI on your ad spend. If you're running ads to the viral contest, you can get 10 times the ROI from a single click through that you'd normally pay for. So Seb, why don't you show us how to launch a registration contest on PromoTix?
Yeah, it's super easy. So from your dashboard in PromoTix, on the left side of the screen underneath the marketing section, the very first tab is registration contests. And I've actually already built one out here that we can take a look at. Here we go. So this is the page that you would set up when you're building a registration contest on our platform. And this page is customizable. You can edit the images, you can edit the banner color at the top, and then of course all of the written text here you can customize to whatever you want. So with every contest, you need some sort of prize, right? So you can see that I've added here a grand prize to win 2 backstage passes to the event, which is obviously a good incentive. And then you can add as many additional prizes as you want. I created one secondary prize here for a 10% discount. So the way that it works is attendees are going to register on this contest and they're going to compete by earning points. So it's like a game. Whoever earns the most points by the time the contest closes, which in this case I've set it to end in just under 12 days, is going to win those prizes that we've set up here. And all of the people that participate, they're ranked. So for the first place, they're getting the 2 backstage passes, and then the 9 runner-ups after that will receive the secondary prize, the 10% discount.
Yeah, and the success of the contest a lot of times will depend on the quality of these prizes, right? So obviously the stronger the prize, the more people want to win it, the more they're going to register, the more they're going to invite other people.
Absolutely. And on the topic of prizes, I found that it's better not to offer tickets as a prize, because what we tend to see happen is potential attendees will register on the contest and then they won't buy tickets because naturally they want to wait and see if they've won. So that's why giving some sort of prize like a backstage pass, where it enhances their experience, but they still need to purchase an admission ticket, generally is a good idea.
No, show them how easy it is to change that secondary prize to like a merch pack, for example.
Yeah, so just click the little pencil icon scattered throughout the screen. You can just go ahead and update this. All right, so once you've set up all of the prizes the way you want and you publish the page, you will receive a unique link that goes specifically to this page. So you would blast this out on social media, push it out to all of your followers, and then once someone comes to this page and they want to participate in the contest, they're going to click on this register here button. And the very first thing we ask them to fill out is their name, email address, and phone number. So I'll go ahead and put that in here. And then what we do is we take them through this flow and we give them all of these activities to earn points. And like I mentioned before, it's a game. Whoever earns the most points by the time the contest closes is going to win those prizes that we set up. So the very first activity that we ask them to complete is to connect their Spotify account. So you can see they earn 5 points for doing that.
And the Spotify account here really is going to give us data for another feature that we have that we'll demo in a few minutes. That's really awesome for talent buying in the music space.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a reason why we incentivize connecting Spotify, and that's because we pull a lot of really valuable data from everyone that connects their Spotify account. All right, so that's the first activity. And then if I move on to the second screen, so here they can share the contest on Facebook and Twitter. So they earn 5 points for each of those platforms that they share to. And this step right here, this, in my opinion, is the most valuable activity. So for every single participant, we generate a unique referral link, and we give lots of different options for them to share. If I minimize the screen here, you can see there's a whole bunch of different options that they can use to send this out. And they're actually going to earn 10 points for each of their friends that they can invite to the contest and get to register as well. So this is really the viral component that, in my opinion, adds the most value to this tool.
Yeah, so they can copy that link and send it out however they want. It looks like on the mobile version, there's a lot more options to share since most people are on their phones. They can send it via instant messenger, SMS, things like that as well, WhatsApp.
And the last step here, so we tie into all of the event organizers' social media accounts. So we pull all of those links here, and then participants can earn 5 points for following and liking the different pages. So this is also a method to grow your social media following as well.
Yeah, so you're getting long-term connections with the contest registrants so that you can market to them over and over again for future shows.
Exactly. Yep. So we're collecting that data up front and then trying to boost marketing elsewhere however we can, essentially. And that's it. So that's the whole process for registering on a contest. Then we show the scorecard screen. So here they can see all of the activities that they've completed. If they got any of their friends to register on the contest as well, they would see their names underneath there. Obviously, we're going to show them how many points they have. And in a realistic example, this would say, hey, you're in the top 5% or the top 3% out of everyone that's registered. And they can always go back in, click this button to complete more of those activities, share their link with more people, and try to win as many points in order to win those prizes.
So I think the coolest thing about this for an event creator is, we're going to demo the Spotify data in a second, but besides that, I mean, you're getting the names, emails, phone numbers, you're getting social media connections. You're building a marketing database of people who are aware of and interested in your events. So, even if they haven't bought tickets yet, you now have that information to continue marketing to them, create retargeting ads across socials, send out email campaigns, SMS campaigns. This really helps you build the marketing database, get the hype going, get people interested in inviting others to join, so that you can market and sell more tickets to your event and really crush the on sale.
That's right. Yeah, and actually we have a feature with this tool. As you're setting up the contest, you have the option to enable an email blast or not. And when you enable the email blast, you specify when your tickets are going on sale. So obviously this would be when we've announced the event, the tickets are going on sale in a week or 2 weeks or something like that. So you can run this contest before tickets go on sale. And then as soon as tickets are live, everyone that's registered on the contest and has shown interest in the event will receive an automated email blast with the link to purchase tickets.
And I see on this screen too, it says buy tickets right now. So obviously tickets are on sale for this event, which means you got a double whammy, right? So if you're advertising and sending people to this contest page, they can buy tickets right away if they want, or register for the contest for a chance to win the prize. So
right, hopefully both.
Hopefully
they register on the contest and then also convert and purchase tickets.
Awesome.
Sweet. So that's like I said, that's the whole flow for the contest participant. And then going back to, this is the event organizer side of things. So this screen is only accessible by the event organizer. So this will show the results and how well the contest is performing. So you can see here the number of follows that have been gained on social media. Every single person that registers is going to be added to this table, the fan leaderboard down here, and they're automatically going to be ranked by how many points they have. So once the contest is over and you need to fulfill those prizes, this is where you would go to pick those winners.
Can you explain the revenue column there on the fan leaderboard down at the bottom where it says revenue?
Yeah, there's quite a few revenue values actually. So there's a revenue value for the entire contest overall. There are revenue values for each of the individual ticket types that have been created on the event. And then, like you pointed out, there's revenue values for every single participant that registers on the contest. So the significance of this is once the contest is over, since this tool is built into the ticketing platform, our system will recognize if someone registers on a contest and then later on converts and ends up buying tickets to the event. So you can track the exact ROI. Let's say if you were giving away a prize that was worth $500, at the end of the day, you can look at this page and see, hey, we've actually generated $10,000, $20,000 in ticket sales because we did this campaign.
That's great. You can actually see the ROI. You can drill down to the specific ticket types and the money that was driven for each ticket type. And the revenue on the leaderboard down at the bottom is basically the revenue that's generated from the referrals that each of the registrants have provided. So Sebastian, if you had sent 10 people to register and they all bought tickets, your name would be credited with the revenue there. And so, as an event organizer, you can really tell who your star fans are that are, helping you to spread the word about the event and actually helping you to drive sales. If you wanted to reach out to them and possibly even recruit them for your more advanced ambassador program, which I think we're going to talk about in just a few seconds.
Absolutely. Yep. And by clicking these carrots here, you can very quickly see who that top fan is or that top spender or the top referrer is, and then reach out to them and try to utilize them even more. We brought up the Spotify integration a little bit before. So if I jump to the Insights tab under Marketing and then click on Performer Insights, so this is where all of that Spotify data that we're collecting is presented. Now, it's worth mentioning that we collect Spotify data through multiple different touch points. There is the registration contests, so we incentivize ticket buyers to connect their Spotify accounts through that tool. At the end of the standard checkout process on any PromoTix event, we trigger a message that says, hey, would you like to be notified about shows upcoming in your area? And then ticket buyers can also connect their Spotify accounts that way. And lastly, we can incentivize ambassadors to connect their Spotify accounts as well. So long story short, we're pulling in the Spotify data from all of these different touch points. And then, like I mentioned, that data gets presented on this screen. So there's two different tables here. You have fans following, and then you have fans listening. This is a sandbox demo account, so there's not a whole lot of data here. But in a real world example, let's say if you were to get 1,000 people to connect their Spotify accounts, then you would see all of the artists that those people are following in this table here, and it essentially just scrolls down forever. And then also Spotify gives us access to the top artists that each person has been listening to in the past 90 days. And it's the same concept over in this table as well. So there's two different selections here. There's My Data, so that's a targeted audience. So it's only showing Spotify data for people that have purchased tickets to your events or registered on a contest or interacted you in some sort of way. And then the global data is showing all of the Spotify data across the entire database, regardless of where those ticket buyers reside or, what events they're interested in.
And obviously this account is a sandbox account, so there's not a lot of data in it. But looking at the fans listening column is one thing, but I really like the audience overlap because that kind of gives me an idea of the percentage of my overall database that's listening to that artist. And I think from a talent buying perspective, the most, significant use of this tool is to really get an idea of the most popular artists amongst your database and how they rank versus what the agents are trying to charge you to book the artist, right? Like I've seen sometimes you look at an artist and you'll see that, a big up-and-comer, let's say, is just about to go on tour, and the agents really are unfamiliar with how to value that artist yet. They might be, selling them at a discount per se as to what the ticket sales are going to be. And you can kind of get ahead of that game because you can see that, hey man, everybody in your database right now, 70% of your audience is listening to this artist. And, the next artist down that ranks right below them might be 5-6 times more expensive with the agent. So it really gives you the ability to kind of recognize great deals and, book the artists that are most popular at that moment in time with your database that then is going to help drive ticket sales. And that's the whole goal here with PromoTix, is to drive more ticket sales with the data.
100%. And sometimes artists do have really impressive numbers in terms of, how many attendees they draw, but not in every single market, right?
Yeah.
So it's important to understand your specific audience, and the agents might be recommending an artist that has done well in another market, but may not do well in your market.
Yeah, so everybody who does well in LA doesn't do well in Kansas City, Missouri, for example, right?
And the data updates every 24 hours. So as we all know, people's listening habits change over time. So every day when you log in here, you'll see certain artists fall down in the rankings, new artists rise up in the rankings. So that way you can always stay on top of what's current with the entire database, and then also for your specific ticket buyers. Okay, so your customer insights tab. So this is going to take a look at all of your customers in PromoTix from the beginning of time, and then give you insights such as average lifetime value across your customer base, average spend, average number of events attended, and you can see those insights for every single customer that you've collected in the system. And this is a sandbox account, so there's not too much data in here, but you can imagine if you've had 5,000 people attend your events over the last year, all of those customers would be in here, and you can sort them to see, hey, who is the customer that's attended most of my events? Who is my oldest customer? Who is my most recent customer? Who has spent the most across all of my events?
As a marketer, I just want to say, I love this screen because it allows me to do some really unique things. First of all, it gives me the lifetime value of my average customer right off the bat of my whole database. So when I'm running any marketing campaign, I know for every new ticket buyer that I get, I can assume they're going to end up at the average lifetime value. So now I know what I can spend on my marketing campaigns to acquire a new customer to the venue or to the festival or to the, whatever the event is, right? The other thing that I love about this is that I can segment the customers based on things like the biggest spenders or the ones that come to the events the most, right? And so I can then target them with specialized marketing campaigns for loyalty or anything else that I want to do segmentation-wise that's specific to their buying habits. This screen gives me that, and I can download it via CSV, it looks like.
You can, exactly. And the CSV download contains more information than what you're seeing on this screen. It also includes their phone numbers, email address, that sort of information as well.
Right into my email marketing platform, SMS platform, and run those special campaigns. I love it.
Create a discount code specifically for them. Create a password protected ticket type, like a special pre-sale, exclusive pre-sale for an event. Those are just a few ideas of, what you could do with this tool. Okay, so let's talk about these two tabs underneath the marketing section. So we recognize that as an event organizer, oftentimes you need to order physical promotional materials. And we have a sister site right here where you can design with your own branding, your own wristbands, posters and flyers, VIP event badges, and probably most commonly used, the ability to design your own physical printed tickets with QR codes that are actually going to scan and work at your event. And here is an example of a ticket which was designed and printed for the Buju Banton concert in St. Croix. So this is a real example of a ticket that you can design, add the QR codes which are generated from your event. So each one will be unique and they will all scan, valid for your event. And essentially you design the ticket place your order through the site, and then the tickets are printed and then shipped directly to whatever address, your home address, or, wherever you want them delivered.
These are great for like local promotions on the radio, where the radio station needs physical tickets to actually hand out to whoever won. Those sorts of promotions or sponsors, that sort of thing. Maybe you have some ticket outlets that you even want to have some paper stock at the outlet itself. All right, so one of the other things that is probably one of the most unique features about PromoTix compared to other ticketing products is the ability to launch your own branded event-based mobile app in the iOS and Android stores. So, Sebastian, show us the power of a no-code branded mobile app.
Yeah, traditionally getting your own mobile app is very expensive and it takes a long time. And our tool solves both of those problems. In fact, you can design and set up your own custom branded mobile app as long as you have all of the content ready to go in probably about 30 minutes or less. So the way that you access this tool is underneath the marketing section in the left navigation. Click on the mobile apps tab. And I've already set up a mobile app here, but before I jump into it, I just want to show how there are two different types of mobile apps that you can design in here. The first option is the single event app. So this is traditionally the best fit for large events, such as music festivals or conferences, where you have lineup of performers or guest speakers with different stages and different schedules. And then the other option is the multi-event app. So this is great for concert venues or promoters that have lots of events, or even, just multiple events on sale at the same time, where we're not so much looking at a detailed schedule for one event, but more just looking at a calendar of multiple events coming up that you can advertise and sell tickets to within the mobile app. So the one that I built out here is the single event app option. So let me go ahead and click edit and jump back to the beginning here. So this is a 6-step process to set up your own mobile app. And it starts on the details screen. So here we ask all of the basic essential information that we need to collect that's displayed on the app stores. And you have the ability to upload your icon, which is going to display in the app stores as well as inside of the mobile app. And then the second step is the marketing step. So here, this is where you add a background image that's going to display in the mobile app. You can also add a YouTube video as well. So you just paste in the link to a YouTube video, and then that will loop continuously in the background on mute. And then you have a hashtag option for people to browse social media posts, different social media links that people can access in the app. And then finally, an RSS URL. So if you have a blog on your website, you can take the RSS URL, paste it in here, and then the real estate on the screen, the bottom half, we're going to pull all of your blog posts automatically from your website and then display them in the app as something else that people who download the app can engage with.
And even if you don't have a blog on your website, you could essentially create a separate blog that maybe you're not even promoting anywhere else, or you can start promoting it somewhere else, but just use that blog just to drive the content inside the app.
Right. The name of the game is trying to add as much value as possible for people downloading this, which we'll get into a little bit later, but adding a blog is just another thing that people can engage with and participate with
Latest updates, news, show announcements, things like that.
And you can preview in dark mode, light mode. So as you're building this out, you'll notice this preview on the right on all of these steps or most of these steps. So you can see your mobile app come to life as you build this out.
Amazing what you can do without a developer nowadays.
This tool makes it extremely easy. The third step is the ability to add stages. So this is exclusive to the single event app option. So here you can add all of the different stages for your event. And the reason why that's important is because the next step here, this is where you're adding all of your performers or guest speakers or artists. So you add all of the performers here, and then for each one, you can add a website link. So when people are scrolling through the lineup in the app. They can tap on an artist or a performer and then be taken to their website. And then, of course, here you assign them a stage, and then you assign their performance slot. So what date, start time, the end time, and you repeat that for all of the performers until you have a full lineup schedule.
And obviously, we're building this out for a music festival, it looks like, right? But this could also be used for corporate events where you've got breakout rooms and different speakers that are going to be scheduled. And what I really like is that the attendees then can use that little plus schedule button that I see there next to each one and build out a custom schedule that they want to see in their app, so that it reminds them of what things they want to attend and when those events are taking place at the overall event.
Exactly. It's another point of value. So especially if you have a really long schedule and you have conflicts, so you have multiple things going on at the same time, that's another added value for the attendee. They can actually select and save which performers they want to go see and build out their own custom schedule. In fact, you can see a tab here at the bottom of the phone screen, the My Schedule tab. So that's going to show the schedule that they've created inside of the app.
Of course, it saves money on all those printed schedules we used to have to pay for, and all the litter and trash around the, in this case, festival grounds, let's say.
Exactly. A lot of event organizers still go that route, and I love converting them over to the mobile app. It just makes things a lot easier and cheaper, not only for them, but also the attendees as well. The next step here is the gallery. So you can upload as many different images as you want. You can see sticking with the festival theme, I've uploaded the festival map. That's one less thing that you would need to print and distribute on site, as well as parking, so to help people find the venue. And you can add as many different images, like I said, for sponsors, a list of vendors, whatever you would like to use this for.
Sponsors is a huge one in this space. I mean, you can get your entire, mobile app and ticketing product paid for through sponsors, right? If you just want to sell some of this space inside the mobile app to a sponsor, it's an additional real estate play in your sponsor activations that you can sell to collect some additional income. So the app is actually able to drive some sponsor income as well for you.
Yep. And if you are using the YouTube video in the background, you can have a portion of that video shout out all of your sponsors, or even run like a mini commercial or something like that. So lots of different ways that you can use the mobile app for sponsor activations. And the final step here is forms. So we have a few different forms that you can add to your mobile app. One of them is a application to become an ambassador, which we'll get into with one of our other tools, but also especially for venues. We have a bottle service, reservations, just a more general reservation form. So we actually have venues that have increased their VIP reservations quite significantly just by adding, a form in their mobile app that people can fill out. So I know I mentioned that was the last step, because this step here is the preview step. So this is where you can actually customize the colors a little bit and click through the different screens. Everything is clickable here. So you can see everything that you've built out. So you have some space to upload. This would be your company's logo in the app, and then some background images. Take a look at the gallery, see what that looks like. And then once you're happy with everything and you want to submit it to the app stores, you click the save button down here, and then we handle the submission process for you. So we automatically create your app, we submit it to the iOS and Google Play stores. And as soon as they've approved it, you can immediately turn around and start marketing it to your fan base.
There's some really cool ways to use the app too. And, I think that a lot of people don't realize how powerful of a marketing tool this really is for your attendees. Once your attendees have downloaded it, for example, and you launch, let's say you're a venue and you have multiple events coming up, every time you announce an event, you can send a push notification directly to their phone announcing the event. They can come right to the app and buy tickets, right? That's one way. You can include discount codes inside the application to drive bar sales, concession sales, or merchandise sales. Let's say on the last day of a 3-day conference, if you want to, sell out your merch booth, you can send a push notification that, hey, we just put a 25% discount coupon code inside the mobile app that's redeemable. And then they can come up to the merch booth and hopefully sell out all of your merch. There's a lot of things the app can do to help you drive sales, revenue, emergency situations. If you need to get emergency, notifications out, let's say a big storm's coming to an outdoor event and you got to tell everybody to run for the hills, you can get that push notification out through the app and make sure everybody knows what's going on. So super powerful tool. You stay connected. You can announce future events, sell tickets through it, drive merch sales, sell sponsorships. Lots you can do with the mobile app.
Yeah, there's no better way to reach people than right on their phones. I mean, think how many people are checking their email during an event, right? So we actually have, like you mentioned, a custom push notification builder tool. Just like you built the mobile app, you can build custom push notifications and then send them out to everyone that's downloaded your app.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, so if you want to create a custom push notification on your app, so you would navigate to this screen, and this screen is also going to show you your sales over time, the sales that have specifically came in through the mobile app. So you can see on this app, the app has generated over $12,000 in gross ticket sales. So definitely well worth the investment, spending 30 minutes to set one of these up. And then if I scroll down here, we have the ability to, just like you said, we'll create special offers or discount codes that can only be redeemable through the app. So that's an excellent way to incentivize people to download the app in the first place. And then that investment pays off down here under push notifications. So this is where I can reach out to all of those people. Click on that button right there.
I just want to say, before you even get in and demo this, like a push notification through PromoTix costs 1 cent. And the only reason it costs 1 cent is because we don't want people to abuse it and be sending out spam messages across the network. So we had to make it cost something just so that people have to think for a second before they just send out whatever. But if you compare that to the cost of sending like an SMS text message to your phone, for example, it's like 1/10 of the cost, right? So this is a really cost-effective way to reach people on their mobile devices with native notifications that's, even better than, let's say, a text message.
So if you were to send out 1,000 push notifications to 1,000 attendees, that would cost you $10. Let's say I wanted to create a push notification for, say, new artist added to the lineup. And you can see as I'm building this out, it's previewing what the notification is going to look like on the right. And we can add, say, artist XYZ. It's just been added. Tickets, moving.
Love how this previews it for you so you can see exactly what your customers are going to see on the other end.
Yeah, it's super helpful. And then this is where you can decide. So once someone taps on that notification, you can direct them internally. So this would be to take them directly to a screen in your app. So for this example, actually, probably want to take them to the lineup screen. Or you can click on this external link option and just put in whatever link you want. And when someone taps on that notification, it will open up their web browser and just open up that URL automatically.
So like if I updated the FAQ page on the website with all the things needed for the event, I could then drive them to the website page specifically.
Exactly. Right. Yep. And then here, the last option, so you can decide to send out the push notification immediately, or you can schedule it. So I'm sure you can think of some examples for that. But yeah, so that way you can set it and forget it. So you just put in the date and time, and then the system will automatically send out the push notification.
Scheduling is great, especially during the event when you're super busy. If you know that you're going to send out a discount code on the last day to drive merch sales, or every day at a certain time period, you have a certain keynote speaker that's going to be there. You can preset those notifications to alert everybody that, hey, it's time to make it to the ballroom A where keynote speaker XYZ is going to be on stage in just a few minutes. You can set all that up ahead of time so you don't have to do it during the event. It's great.
So ambassador programs. So this is a really robust tool found underneath the marketing section. So in the left navigation, find it right here. So this allows you to essentially recruit a team of what we call ambassadors, but you can think of them as salespeople, influencers, street team members. So people that are going to help you move ticket sales and promote your events. And we have 3 different main categories you can think of for the ambassador program. Number 1 is ticket sales. So we have a whole bunch of different ways that these ambassadors that you recruit can sell tickets for you. The second piece is social media promotions. So you can incentivize your ambassador team to promote your events on social media. And then our system will actually keep track of all of their social media posts across the different platforms to make that whole, management aspect a lot easier for you. And then the third category is tracking photos. So typically we see this used for flyers and poster distribution. So ambassadors will hang up posters around town, take photos of them to prove that they, completed the activity, and then upload those to our system so we track all of the different photos for all of those different activities.
Yeah, I just want to say overall, like when you're trying to build an influencer program and an ambassador program, and you can imagine if you have, let's say you have 100 people, right, which is, it's a sizable program, but we have programs with 400, 500 people in them, right? So let's say 100 people in your program, and you want them to do 3 social posts on 4 different social sites each, right? All of a sudden you're talking about, 100 times 3 is 300 times 4 is 1,200 social media posts. And there's just nobody who's going to verify that manually by going to all of these sites and making sure that everybody did their work to give them whatever prize you promised them. And that's where this tool really comes in handy, because it's doing that automatically and giving you the ability to then just approve the rewards for the people who actually completed the job. So super powerful time saver in regards to running these programs.
Yeah, we've had ambassador programs that have tracked literally tens of thousands of social media posts. And at that point, like you mentioned, it's impossible to try to track down individually using a spreadsheet or something like that to prove, how many posts each ambassador shared. And even on the ticket sales aspect as well, trying to track down individual orders and tie them to an ambassador, our system takes care of all of that tracking automatically.
Big problem for, people who are running these kinds of programs, trying to activate sales through their ambassadors or influencers, unless they're just tracking with a simple affiliate link online, which we'll show in a minute how the point of sale system can really escalate the sales that the ambassadors can actually accomplish for you. There's no way to trust that you're going to hand them, $3,000 worth of paper tickets and they're going to turn around and hand back $3,000 worth of cash to you. So there's a trust factor there when you're, recruiting hundreds of ambassadors that it's just impossible to manage something like that manually. And this system takes care of all of that for you. So let's dive into some of these things. I'm excited about it.
Looks like I have a program already, so I'll go ahead and edit this program. And this is helpful because it has all the information already filled out. But if you're creating a new ambassador program from scratch, this would be the same set of steps that you would complete. So the first step here, connect. This is where you connect your PromoTix event that you want to run an ambassador program for. Here you have the option to enable or disable ambassador ticket sales. And once you allow your ambassadors to sell tickets for you, then you can set commission rates. The system's going to pull all of your ticket types from that event. And then you can set a percentage or flat dollar amount to offer an extra incentive to your ambassadors. They can actually rack up commissions in their accounts, and via direct deposit, we can pay out all of your ambassadors their commissions.
No settlement at all. That's amazing.
No collection or anything like that. And it is worth mentioning, this is optional. There are other incentives and other awards that you can offer your ambassadors that aren't directly, commission on ticket sales. We do recommend it. Typically, the ambassador programs that are the most successful offer a commission, but you can set exactly what you want to offer right here. And then moving on to the detail step, So this is creating the landing page, which we'll get into how you recruit your ambassadors, but essentially they use a mobile app that we've created specifically for them that gives them the tools that they need to complete activities for you. And this is where you're designing out the landing page in that app that they can discover, and then they can join your program. So of course, uploading images that will display on there, giving your ambassador program a title, a little welcome message. Facebook group actually doesn't need to be a Facebook group. It can be really any group link you could put in here if you use, for example, like a Slack group or something like that to communicate with your team. So you can put that link right there. The program code. So this is just a short and sweet code that will help ambassadors find your program in the mobile app and get connected really quickly. And then some other options here if you want to make your ambassador program invite only as opposed to having people just jump in. And actually one of my favorite tools down here, this is the recruitment radius. So you put in your venue address for the event, and then you set a recruitment radius in miles. And what this will do is anyone who signs up as an ambassador in that mobile app that I previously mentioned, if they live within this radius that you've set, then we'll automatically show your ambassador program to them, and then they can read up on it, learn what they need to do, what you're offering as incentives and prizes. And if they're interested, they can jump right in through the mobile app without you ever having met that person in real life.
So it's auto recruiting from the network of over 7,000 ambassadors we have on the platform already.
Exactly. And that number is steadily growing. So yeah, anyone that happens to sign up in the area, they can potentially get involved with no training or communication necessary. And then moving on to the third step. So this is where we get into creating the tasks that you want your ambassadors to complete. So like I mentioned, we've got ticket sales, social media promotions, and then what we call street promo, which is the flyers and posters. So on the social media step, here you can add up to 3 hashtags that we're automatically going to put in all of your ambassadors' social media posts. And then this is where you create social media tasks. Each social media task has a couple of parameters. Really the most important one here is the number of posts that need to be shared. So for this example here, we've created a task where ambassadors need to share 25 social media posts. And you can create, you can get as specific as you want, like to share a particular post or to share on a particular platform. Those are some different types of customizations you can make to this. And then the street promo step. So this is for flyers and posters typically, but you can see we've set up a task to hang up 20 posters. So this is going to track that activity based on the number of photos that the ambassadors upload. And you'll notice there's an option here for GPS tracking. So one really cool aspect of this feature is when an ambassador uploads a photo, we pull the longitude and latitude, the geographic coordinates of where that photo was taken. And then we'll show you pinpoints on a map so you can see where all of the posters were hung up around town. And the reason why you may want to turn this feature off is you can also track screenshots using this tool. So if you want your ambassadors to, let's say, send out a bunch of Facebook invitations as a task, you can set that up here, have your ambassadors upload a screenshot proving they completed that activity, and then you may or may not want to have that GPS tracking turned on. And then finally, the award step. So this ties everything together. You've created your social media tasks, you've created your street promo tasks, and then here you can create, in addition to commissions, any additional awards you want to offer. So the ability to earn free tickets if an ambassador sells 5 tickets. So that's what we've set up here. So sell 5, earn 1. Cool feature here is if the award is a ticket, like this one is, you can select from your different ticket types on the event. And then once you approve that award, the system will automatically generate a free ticket and send it to the ambassador and add them onto the guest list.
Say goodbye to those paper guest lists at the door. Right now, everybody can come in like everybody else, and you don't need to have a special list. And what I love about this is since it's auto-tracking these awards, it's like there's no argument, right? Did you do the work to earn your free ticket or did you not? Because if you did the work, the system's going to automatically issue it and you're going to have a real ticket in hand. If you didn't do the work, we don't have to argue about it because the system can see that you didn't do the work. And, there's no more iffiness whether you're on the guest list or not at this point.
Click a button, approve the award, and then the ambassador gets an email saying, here's your free ticket, and it's attached. So you really can't get much easier. And the second award that we built out here, it's actually the same award. It's a free ticket, but you'll notice that the tasks that have been added to this award are different. So you can add up to 2 required tasks for each award. And for task 1, I put in the social media task that we created. And then task number 2 is to hang up 20 posters. So I selected both of those. You can separate them by and or. And so for this award, they need to do both. And like I said, you can add as many additional awards as you want in here for free merchandise, backstage meet and greet opportunities. You can really get creative and customize this exactly how you want. And that's it. So once you've published the ambassador program, you can view to see how the program is performing. So actually, let me jump down to the ambassador list. So since this is in Sandbox, we don't have too many ambassadors here, but ideally, you'd want to recruit a team of 50, 100 plus ambassadors in here. And the system will keep track of all of them, show you the total gross revenue that they've generated and tickets they've sold, photos they've uploaded, items they've sold, social media posts. And each ambassador has a profile that you can click into. So if you want to get a closer look at the work that one of your ambassadors has done for you, see all of the programs that they've joined, then you can do that in here. And if you need to recruit new ambassadors, we have this recruit tab right here that pulls all of the ambassadors in the network. You can filter by geographic area. You can sort based on how many tickets they've sold for other event organizers. And you can send out bulk or individual invitations here. So this is a really helpful way to try to supplement your own marketing efforts and recruit some people that are already in the network and are already using the mobile app. So if I scroll up a little bit here, this will show the photo map. So like I mentioned, we pull the pinpoints for all of the photos that have been uploaded, the photo feed.
Yeah, if I could talk about the map for a second, this feature for me is super amazing for a promoter as well, because it not only shows you where, like, let's say your posters and flyers are actually hung up down to the coffee shop specifically, but more importantly, around town, it's showing you where promotion is not happening. So you can, if you have a big empty space in the southeast side of town, you can then tell your ambassadors, hey, we need more posters and flyers out there on the southeast side of town. So just having a bird's eye view visually in a geographic area of exactly where all your posters, flyers, for political events and political campaigns, those yard signs you see, they could all be posted here and you could see exactly what's missing. So it's a super helpful feature for knowing where you still have work to do in regards to promoting your event.
Yep, and getting the most out of those flyer and poster campaigns that you're running. Photo feed is going to track all of the photos that have been uploaded. Social feed is going to track all of the social media posts. And once an ambassador has earned an award, we don't approve the award automatically, just in case the photos they uploaded weren't correct or the social media posts they shared weren't right. So instead, we add the completed awards to a queue, which you're looking at right here. And for each award, you just click the review button, and it's going to show you all of the work that the ambassador completed to earn that award. If this was a social media task, you would see all of the social media posts here, and for photos as well, if they uploaded photos. And then you can simply deny the task or approve it. So we make it super easy and quick to just go through and quickly review all of the awards.
So no more tracking down all those individual social posts. It just neatly throws it on a page for you. You can quickly go through and at a glance see them all and approve them.
We also show the dates and times that each photo was uploaded and each social post was shared as well. So if an ambassador is spamming the same post over and over again to try to hit that requirement, you can instantly see that when you're reviewing, and you would know to go ahead and deny that. And on the topic of social media, I definitely can't forget about the social content feature. So in the mobile app that ambassadors use, they have the ability to create their own social posts from scratch, but you can actually go in and create templates for them. So you can see here, you can create a new social post template for these different platforms. So you fill out the content that you want your ambassadors to share, and then when they're going in to share a post, they can select from a template that you've created, and it just makes it easier for them. It fills out exactly the image and the caption that you want them to share, and then they can just go ahead and tap on the share button.
So it's like whatever social content you want to put out there, you can activate your ambassadors to push it out to their networks for you. That's great.
So in order to recruit your ambassador team, which is going to sell tickets for your events and promote your events on social media, they'll first need to download the PromoTix Ambassador mobile app from the app stores. And once they sign up for an account and log in, this is their dashboard screen where they can see commissions they've earned, number of tickets they've sold, that sort of thing. From their menu bar, they can navigate to the Opportunities tab, where after saving their home address, they can browse ambassador programs in their area. They can also search for ambassador programs to join via unique program codes that are assigned to each ambassador program. They also have access to their Commissions tab, where they can keep track of all of the commissions that they've earned. And for any commissions that are still sitting in their account and have not been paid out yet, they can tap on the Transfer to Bank button to initiate a direct deposit directly to their bank account. By tapping on the Programs tab, this is going to take them to all of the ambassador programs that they've already joined. Once in your ambassador program, they can see all of the basic details about the program, commission that you're offering, but really most of the magic happens in the Earn Awards section. So here they can see the commission they've earned for this specific ambassador program. And if they tap on the Earn Awards button, this is going to take them to the screen where they can see all of the awards that you've made available for this program, as well as all of the tasks that they need to complete in order to earn those awards. So taking a look at the top award here, this is a very simple award. In order to earn a free ticket, the ambassador must sell 5 tickets to their friends. So to work on this task, they can tap on the Make a Sale button. And this is going to open up the point of sale system directly inside of the mobile app. So if the ambassador is face-to-face with somebody who's interested in purchasing a ticket, they can navigate to this screen, simply select however many tickets they need to add to the cart, and then proceed through the checkout process. Of course, on this screen, they're going to enter in the information for the customer that they're selling to. And then on the payment screen, the ambassador can see the detailed order summary. They can see how much in commissions they're going to earn on this order. And as far as accepting payment, ambassadors can run the customer's debit or credit card. So if processing a card, the ambassador would hand the phone over to the customer and have them enter in their card information. And in order to accept cash, the way that works is the ambassador has to save their own debit or credit card to their account. And then when they accept cash for tickets, the system will automatically charge the ambassador's card on file for whatever the order amount is, minus whatever commissions that they earned. So you, the event organizer, get paid up front. The end customer receives their tickets immediately. There's no risk of anything getting lost. You don't have to collect cash. If the ambassador loses the cash, that's on them. It's not on you. So in order to process the order, the ambassador taps on the Complete Purchase button. It's going to give a success message. And now back on the award screen, if the ambassador refreshes the screen, they'll see their progress bar has updated to reflect the current number of tickets that they've sold. Scrolling down, we have a similar award. It's still a free ticket, but the tasks that the ambassador has to complete in this case are a little bit different. So there's actually 2 required tasks for this award. The first one is the ambassador has to share 25 social media posts, and they also have to hang up 20 posters promoting the event. So starting with the social media task, the ambassador taps on the share post button. That's going to open up 3 different social media platforms that the ambassador can share to. And on this screen, the ambassador can create their own social media post and share it directly to their social media profile. Now, you, the event organizer, can create what we call social templates, which is a whole library of social media content that you can create. And if you do that, the ambassador can simply select one of your templates, and it's going to automatically populate exactly the social media post that you want them to share. All the ambassador has to do is tap on the share button, and that post is going to automatically get shared directly to their profile. Now, for the hang up 20 posters task, the way that our system tracks this is through photos. So every time the ambassador hangs up a poster, they would snap a picture of it and upload those pictures directly to the mobile app. So if the ambassador taps on the upload button, it's going to prompt them to either use their camera to take new photos, or they can select existing photos from their gallery. Navigating back to the ambassador program screen, there's a few additional features that ambassadors can interact with. One of those is the My Affiliate link option. So every ambassador that joins your ambassador program is going to automatically receive a unique affiliate link. By tapping on the call to action here, it's going to allow them to copy their link, and any sales that take place through that link are going to be credited back to the ambassador. Another feature is the media section. So here you can upload multiple different images to your ambassador program, and your ambassadors can download all of them directly to their phones by tapping on the download buttons. The email reminders feature is another way that ambassadors can sell tickets. So this would be used if there is a potential customer who's interested in buying tickets, but they're not quite ready to make the purchase yet. In that scenario, the ambassador can send out an automated email reminder. All they need to do is enter in the customer's name and email address, and PromoTix will automatically send a gentle reminder email urging that customer to make their purchase. And once they do end up converting, then the ambassador is going to receive credit for that sale. The photo map feature pulls the GPS coordinates from all of the photos that have been uploaded to the ambassador program across the entire team. So the ambassadors can view which areas have already been hit with flyers and posters, and maybe which areas could use a little more attention. And finally, the street team leaderboard is going to show all of the ambassadors that have joined the ambassador program. And there is an algorithm that automatically ranks the ambassadors based on how many tickets they've sold, how much work that they've put into the program. So it's a little friendly competition. Ambassadors can see how well other ambassadors are doing, and that motivates them to try to complete more tasks and earn more awards.